The headlines: Cabinet has approved and awarded public servants a 3% cost of living adjustment COLA effective as of January 1st, 2025. SEMA reports the copper sector last year injected $100 million into the Solomon Islands economy. And IOM findings show almost 30% of returned Solomon Islands migrant workers reported their relationship was negatively impacted during their LMU employment. Hello, you're watching SIBC's TV News Bulletin. I'm Sharon Nanau. Cabinet has approved and awarded public servants a 3% cost of living adjustment COLA effective as of January 1st, 2025. Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Public Service, Luke Cheka, told SIBC News that the awarded COLA is part of the government's 100-day policy to improve terms and conditions of public servants.
Cabinet yesterday approved a 3% COLA. The public servants has low budget of 2025 limited budget. This one COLA actually in part low GNAT policy, 100 days for improvement terms and conditions for public servants. So through the Ministry of Public Service, we submitted for this one last year and approved for budget for this year. So now the implementation of it was this year, 1st Jan. So before submitting paper cabinet and cabinet approved yesterday, also 3% COLA every public servants.
Permanent Secretary Cheka adds that the government recognizes the efforts of public servants and will work towards ensuring that they receive their benefits.
This COLA actually initiative where government provide in terms of cost of living in the country. The COLA 3% actually have not come from the blue. Say, well, okay, I'm come with what we call consumer price index. Where advice was taken from central bank that this certain percentage now. Yeah, so last year about 3 to 3.5%. So have not follow me. It's not something where we will sit down to them think about it. We give more COLA lot public servant based on this one, but based on what I call consumer price index, where the advice we will get from the central bank now, 3 to 3.5%. So we will give 3% for this year. And remember last year we will give COLA 2 year 3%. So we are trying to improve the terms and conditions. At least we try for helping public servants play in the country. So yeah, so the public is working very hard too in terms of how for influencing now government for assisting help law terms and conditions. So this year we are happy too much because looking COLA I'm coming more the contracting of senior public servants and go more because I'm stalled for 4 years since cabinet approved. So not coming I'm approve me go ahead now. So it's a continuous thing. This one by come first time, others by come again. So by me not telling other things by come, but many good things will come as we negotiate in government for providing the good terms and conditions for public servants when we work in the country. Yeah.
SEMA reports the copper sector last year has injected $100 million into the Solomon Islands economy. This is driven by a surge in copper production, pricing and exports. Alfred Pagepitu reports.
The Commodities Export Marketing Authority SEMA, trading as Solomon commodities last year from the copra sector, injected $100 million Solomon dollars into the Solomon Islands economy. SEMA reports the latest copra export report highlights a surge in production pricing and exports, reinforcing the industry's critical role in national development. In an interview with SIBC News, SEMA Cabinet Subcommittee Director Simon Chotu said copra purchase from local farmers reached 14,000 metric tons at an average price of $5 per kilogram, contributing a remarkable $70 million to the rural economy.
The current record that we had for last year was an injection of $100 million. So in terms of export, copra, it's one of our main commodities here. That we've been, everyone's have a lot of copra. Every farmer's have a lot of copra, and even our old people and younger generation. But currently it started to die down. But recently start to pick up with the world market price and a little bit go up. Previous years it was about $2.50 or some place go $1. Last year it went up to nearly towards the end of last year, costing $5 now. So it made the export volume, it goes up to 14,000 metric tons, which is equivalent to injection to the rural economy is about 70 million. That's for rural economy now, where you pay lot farmers, pay more man we sell them copra. In terms of export, the value is 100 million, where we
Mr. Chotu said copra export last year was in bulk and processed forms.
We're not only exporting the copra, there's a few companies in town where exporting added value where ota crushing na copra blemi and turn him into copra oil, or by me say crude oil, and it was exported as copra oil, and then also time you crush him, but you have him na copra meal. So it was exported as well. So that's the division. So we have about 45 million on bulk copra that been exported, and then about 41 million on crude oil or copra oil where I'm exported, and then we have about 4 million low copra meal. So rounded off, we in the copra industry inject about 100 million into our economy. And through that one, people might question, like, when does Lene go and all those things, yeah? So it's our economy's been driving forward with expenses as well. We have salary bloat, public servants, and even hospital blaming giving out free medications and all those things. So it comes under those ones where small things lead to this and that. So the injection, it gives a real picture of that 100 million. How we look in. If you look back to Christmas blaming, the movement of people, I say money and flow, yeah. Me go down lo gizo lo Christmas period. I see movement lo people lo market lo gizo market and all things lo market, and even market blaming lo Honiara, man, every shops are full. So it really a good indicator that there's money circulating. But I believe in the agriculture sector where copra is one of the main one that driving the economy with the rural economy.
Alfred Pangepitu, SIBC TV.
The International Organization for Migration, IOM, Solomon Islands released a new survey revealing key findings about the experiences of returned migrant workers in the country. Alex Dadamu reports.
The International Organization for Migration, Solomon Islands, on Friday released findings of a survey on returned migrant workers in the country. Funded under the Migration Multi-Partner Trust Fund, the survey aims to better understand the labor migration experience of Solomon Islanders. IOM Program Manager Ms. Natalie Hanley says the findings of the survey shows majority of returned migrants have benefited financially from the labor schemes.
Firstly, on the whole, migrants positively perceive their labor migration experience. So you have 82% of all migrants who report being either satisfied or very satisfied with their migration experience. Second key point is that migrants overwhelmingly benefit financially from participating in labor migration. And 95% of all respondents say the economic situation improved as a result of participating in labor migration. 5% said it stayed the same. No one said it got worse. When you look at those who benefited financially from the labor migration experience, how it supported them, 61% said they were able to buy a house, right? So even if you look at the entire subset of respondents, that means overall, out of the 500 people that we surveyed, 58% said they were able to buy a house following their labor migration, which is very significant. Others reported being able to buy land, being able to buy cars, being able to buy other assets. They reported being able to better support their families. And as I said, 16% of all returned migrants started a small business with the income that they earned participating in labor migration. So these are really significant gains.
Ms. Hanley also highlighted that despite the benefits the labor scheme brings, the finding shows there are challenges that needs to be considered and addressed.
However, a couple of the things that I would flag as challenges that really should be looked at and considered are a quite high proportion of workers reported challenges and being treated unfairly at the worksite. So across the entire sample, it was 40% of workers reported challenges or unfair treatment at work. Across the entire sample, 15% reported challenges with accommodation, so overpriced or overcrowded accommodation, and nearly 1 in 10 of all workers reported not receiving the salary that they were due, or unexpected wage deductions, or challenges related to racism or discrimination based on ethnicity. So this is quite significant, and this is something that really merits a closer look to make sure that there's proper monitoring in place and that the workers are provided with fair treatment. And one of the very significant challenges, as mentioned, was that when it comes to accommodation, this was an issue the workers felt very strongly about. Very few people were provided with private accommodation, only 15% of the overall sample, and in some cases, very extreme cases, so this is really the minority, some people had to share rooms with more than 9 people. One individual reported having to share a room with 17 people.
Alex Dadamu for SIBC TV.
A survey released by the International Organization Migration, IOM, revealed that nearly 30% of returned migrant workers reported their relationship with spouses or partners was negatively impacted during their migration experience. Alex Dadamu found this story.
Almost 30% of returned Solomon Islands migrant workers reported that their relationship with their spouse or partner has been affected or deteriorated by their migration experience. This is according to findings of a survey carried out by the International Organization for Migration Solomon Islands on returned migrant workers of Solomon Islands released on Friday. IOM Program Manager Natalie Hanley says this finding shows the need to better manage these interpersonal dynamics of the families.
As mentioned, the breakdown in relationships, so of respondents who were in a relationship before migrating, about a quarter reported that their relationship deteriorated, got worse, or it ended following their labour migration experience. So really thinking about how we can better manage those interpersonal dynamics between migrants and their families.
Meanwhile, Major Vanessa Evans, the Salvation Army District Director of Women's Ministry and National Contact Person for Modern Slavery and Human Trafficking, says they are aware of the impact that the labor scheme have on families. She says they want to help mitigate these issues and support families.
So one of our concerns with the labour mobility scheme is the impact it has on families and how we can help families reintegrate together from being away for 2-3 years. We have members of our church that are part of the PALM scheme, and so we just want to make sure that as families are coming back together that we are aware that not all, but there are some that are having extramarital affairs, whether that be here in Solomon Islands or in Australia or New Zealand. Most of our people that we have that are in the PALM scheme are in Australia, and so we're aware that we're not saying that any of them are doing the extramarital affairs, but they know of people that are. And so, we want to, as leaders of a church, we want to be able to reunite that family together. And in doing that, there is obviously counselling that needs to be done and building of trust and those type of things. So we're just wanting to look at the impact that the PALM scheme and other schemes like that have on a family unit, and how we as churches, as other organisations that are in this space, can help to mitigate those issues. How to, we talk at the debriefs sometimes, the pre-departure briefings on health and well-being, and one of our main things is connecting with family while you're away, connecting with God while you're away. Most Solomon Islanders will say that they're Christians, and so it's being able to put that Christian values into what's happening while they're overseas, and also to support the families that are back here, and how that can be, them reconnecting with church or reconnecting with those support networks that they have.
Alex Dadamu for SIBC TV.
The current ruling Guadalcanal Provincial Government is looking to complete the new province's headquarter and declare the Henderson area as a township. Guadalcanal Province Premier Honorable Willie Atu told SIBC News UXO work on the new province's headquarter at Mamara has been completed.
By looking at two things. One for is people like declare amount of lo here town lo Henderson area lo east, And down low here, town, it was starting by Mival Garden Fitness Plan Chamba, part of the house already in place. That going forward in the future, Mamara Township will become part of Hemna by Provincial Chamba by Stapo there. Yeah, meaning the work has been done, UXO has been done, what identify unexploded ordinances, and there is a pack house construction going on there now, and meaning like this that we hope that it will be done of this government for that to happen, and the opportunity for declaring Henderson area to be a township, but also challenges in places. We're in the process of discussing a market, working market, or some collecting refuse and kind of some road and making arrange them in a way that services are provided, and have now meeting them this week and what now possible options will come up.
Honourable Atu adds currently there is no concrete plan in place for what their current headquarter might be used for once they move to the province's new headquarter.
As far as I'm concerned, I'll bring him this one time and meet with him Guadalajara province here. But me not like him, for me to move out and we don't have a footprint here in town. It is sad because initially by yourself that Guadalajara province headquarters now place down there. It's a shame that this happens in the past. Yeah. Because some still go to other provinces, I know Guadalajara okay, government there. Time you go down to Kira house government there, go to Giza government there. But time you come to Golkana, we are absorbing Honiara, Yeah. So it has been done in the past, but as far as I'm concerned, also we will not leave this place here. Meaning like this, we will have a mark in town, and I'm suggesting to Guadalajara province what an idea, because like in the past. They have supported us in one of the vessels of the GG events a long time ago, and I'm suggesting a GG building. If that could be considered as a relationship between Guadalajara province and Guadalajara province.
The Commodities Export Marketing Authority is working diligently to ensure copra farmers in Solomon Islands are fairly compensated as the global market price of copra continues to fluctuate. Alfred Pagepitu with more on this story.
The Commodities Export Marketing Authority SEMA buying price of copra in Solomon Islands is dedicated by the World Market Price. SEMA Cabinet Subcommittee Director Simon Chotu said they working hard to ensure copra farmers are paid well when the copra world market price drops. He said given the sector is labor-intensive, SEMA understands the frustrations that arises when the copra price drops.
The price and how price is determined by the world market, where you can't really push them a price figure there. You can't really tell them no more. Or SEMA said, okay, but put a price there and everyone trade him, because it depends on the international buyer too, or contract where a company have signed with them for him consignment him for him export. So if him sign him consignment him low, then the price will be low as well. So have not low that one where it will affect the price. So determine on the price. It's not really about the SEMA for regulating. It's about the world market currently what we're dealing with. So have not low that one where SEMA have find him hard, but behind the scene. SEMA is working really hard to see farmers are receiving fair price of the commodities that they are producing or their copra, because it means hard work to come in also current copra and even cut them or collect them inside of barric bluyumi and total remote coconut. It's really time consuming and also hard intensive labor for dry, and some farmers stay up all night. So yes, SEMA is looking at that one, where part of the current government, GNAT government, is to revitalize SEMA and bridging the gap between farmers and market. And in terms, one of the bridge that the SEMA have to regulate is the price. How not for pulling to a close, how not for bringing market direct to the farmers. So one fella, yes, price incentives or HANA for regulating price. So SEMA, we start holding discussion with them, government this time, to see what will be a good, suitable price that farmer happy with them and the buyers are happy with them.
Mr. Chotu said discussions are now underway to find a way forward in which copra exporters and farmers can both have good gains when the copra price drops.
The experience that we got in terms of price is that you little bit deal now with the middle buyers. The international buyers, they are middle buyers, by Mr. or middleman, where they now come trade and export because they have facilities or a good network connection out there where you still lack him that one. So as SEMA is still on this revitalizing stage where I'm still in, it's just revitalized back in 2021, and 2021 we have experienced him too, riot, we experienced a COVID lockdown, and then last year we experienced him election. So there's constraints that been withholding SEMA back too for progress for achieving all those goals. And during that time, SEMA is research too and hear from the farmers what are the difficulties, what the price of the like them, and also understanding to exporters, because if one fella don't make money, then it will collapse. So in terms of price, yes, definitely SEMA will do something about it, and SEMA I'm hearing call about the farmers, and now it stands with the GNAT government to actually deliver to the farmers or the people.
Alfred Pangepitu, SIBC TV.
Guadalcanal Province Premier Honorable Willie Atu said the sit-in protest held by Guadalcanal health workers on Monday last week is illegal. The sit-in protest was held following claims that a log of demands filed in 2018 remains unresolved by previous provincial governments. Honorable Atu told SIBC News in recognizing the health workers' frustrations, there are proper channels to follow when it comes to dealing with such issues.
Yes, also, as far as the Guadalcanal province is concerned, an illegal sit-in, yeah, because also we must come look first time, and then meeting like this, then you may agree with him, or he may also consultations, sit down and discuss. But also, if you disagree with something now, then also trade dispute panel stop to you, and then you must go through their trade dispute panel as an arbitrator for looking situation also. But maybe a sit-in protest is too early, yeah, as far as I'm concerned for this situation. Accordingly, also, this claim or agreement has stopped since 2018, yeah, but nothing has been done over it, or there was no response between them and us. So go ham result also. But as far as I'm concerned, because new government will come in this year, awesome. 80% new members of parliament. So this is new for us. So we're taking it on board this week, and we have had consultations, and we believe that a positive outcome is on the horizon. Yeah.
Honorable Atu said government was not aware of the health workers' demand since coming into power last year. He said upon learning about the issue, his government has taken the necessary steps to solve the issue. Honorable Atu also confirms they will be liaising with the Ministry of Health and Medical Services on the issue through the Health Director.
Because there was a sit-in protest about the nurses here of Guadalcanal province, yeah? But Milek tells him that this has come from a log of claims when go back since 2018. But also me first time for me looking into this week. So it has been a surprise for me. But we've been also like and for affecting any services, law medical, law province as well. So we also more of officers of the come here. Then we will meet. Then we will executive meet with them or the Commissioner of Labor and Director of Labor. We will meet. We're coming together for understanding, yeah, whereby we're signing one agreement for bind him now to work among the province with them province, make him services, him go on and no stop, because it's a very essential services. Similarly, also one challenge we face him now is that part of the workforce and seconded staff means all to come from Ontablo ministry, some fellows and direct employees law province, yeah? So people like for liaise with them the respective ministries, make them merge, yeah? That one people doing one not contribution law parent ministry and one not contribution to the province for supporting other demands, other or other staff. Director of Health of province was a party of this one too, and then not by liaison ministry, and we will be organizing a meeting with executive with the Ministry of Health as well for us to come to an amicable solution.
Now, Japan Overseas Corporation volunteers from JICA Solomon Islands hosted the JICA Japan Festival at St. Nicholas Anglican College, providing students with a chance to learn more about Japanese culture. Ian Kokui attended the festival and filed this story.
19 Japan Overseas Corporation volunteers from JICA Solomon Islands organized a JICA Japan Festival yesterday at the St. Nicholas Anglican College. JICA resident representative in Solomon Islands, Takeshi Watanabe, at the opening ceremony said the festival is hosted and an avenue to help students learn more about the Japanese culture.
On behalf of JICA in Solomon Islands, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to Mr. Francisco Wati, Headmaster of St. Nicholas Anglican College, for hosting this event, and to all the JICA volunteers and staff and students of this school who have worked so hard to make this opportunity happen. This event would be a wonderful opportunity for Japanese and Solomon Islanders for fostering friendship and promoting mutual understanding.
Chief Organizer Mr. Taiki Ando, who has been teaching physical education at the school since 2023, said the event consists of various activities that include the students' participation.
Today's event na introducing Japan, and then Mifara prepare Japanese dance and quiz and Japanese game and the face paint and then Japanese calligraphy. Calligraphy na like in Nembro Pikinini in Japanese. I think having a good opportunity for Pikinini, and then Mifara preparing Japanese kaleko, and then every girls na very enjoy. Na me so happy to hear this one. Watching this one. This school na star ka Pikinini stay here, students are here. So I think having a good place for introducing Japan, and then me thinking good opportunity for Pikinini to teach to introduce Japanese. So me happy to head the Japan Festival of St. Nicholas. Thank you.
Meanwhile, St. Nicholas Headmaster Francisco Wate thanked JICA for choosing the school to host the festival. He said such festival would really help the students to learn more about Japan.
On behalf of the principal, I'd like to welcome you, JICA representative and the volunteers, to St. Nicholas Anglican College. And also I would like to thank the organizer, more especially the host, Taiki, for choosing our school to be the venue for your festival for this year. Hosting the festival in this school will help us to learn more about your culture and all other aspects of life in Japan, far away from here. And also thank you for inviting the students and also especially the prefect to be part of your festival.
The event brought together primary students and their teachers who participated in all the activities. Yan Kaukui, SIBC TV.
Now, Dreamcast, a local arts and social change enterprise, launched the Pikinini TV series in Honiara, celebrating the country's first ever children's TV series with an event that brought together the production crew, families and children. Andrea Mahanua reports.
Local arts and social change enterprise Dreamcast hosted a community launch for the Pikinini TV series in Honiara. The event brought together production crew, families and children to celebrate the country's first ever children's TV series. Pikinini TV Assistant Director Gillian Otti explained the traditional stories adapted into the series teaches children good values.
So, what are stories? come from the different provinces, including Central Province, 9 provinces now. So get them out of Pikinini for engage and involved and be part of the story, be part of this production. It's a huge achievement. Good to us for get them out participate and engage with that fala early age. Between the age of if I get them out involved within 6 to 9. So they're very young, but actually but a nice year or age for get them out engaged. And also, solving problems and learn the good virtues in the stories. Daily, how you may teach you mata Pikinini, some good elements inside of the custom stories.
Meanwhile, Second Secretary of the New Zealand High Commission, Sammy O'Hara, said New Zealand is pleased to support the Storytime and Play project.
New Zealand has been very proud to partner with key organisations to support this project. I wish to extend my thanks to local partners, including Plan International, Save the Children, Ministry of Education, Dreamcast Theatre, and Big Hut. Congratulations on your hard work. May these stories be cherished by our young Solomon Islanders.
Children involved in the project have gained a new set of skills and knowledge through the production process. Morena Rapacia, a parent of a lead actor in the series, said her child has significantly benefited from the project.
I think that was really significant. It was something that I would never have taught them as a parent, but because they were part of this project. And also too, I think this confidence is something where him also show lo school block like they've become ota seleva outspoken lo school. So I think it is something that translates from being a part of this into all their other lives too. I think that was the significant thing for me, and I think by Misave encourage him, like if CJ, if San Blomi and Lalau Tali, my daughter, if Ota Save do him, every other child can.
Pikinini TV launch.
Andrea Ma'ahanwa for SIBC TV.
And that's news. Follow us on sibconline.com.sb and our SIBC News Facebook page for more of our latest stories. Thanks for watching.